Hello, everybody. Lisa here. See if I can get myself up here. First, we have to turn down our volume. There we are. How's everybody doing today? Excuse me. Pardon me. We're going to do some belly bands today. I think that's what it is. Yeah, let's make assorted belly bands. So, I have a couple samples here. I did this one out of a window envelope. So, as you can see, and this one is out of 2 envelopes. So you can just take your journal. They won't fit in this one. I need a shorter one, or I can put it in that one. And this one could go there. But this could also be a side tuck, like that. But I like it as a belly band because you can tuck stuff in on the side. So there's that. And then, where's the other ones? Oh, I didn't do any more. But I will show you a couple that we can do, which are pretty cool. Let's show you the window one first. You can make it wider than what I made. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut this is a double window. So I'm just going to cut the envelope here as wide as I want it. So I'm going to try to leave as much on this side. See how this side is? Try to even it up. Let's see. I can do it better here. It's 2 1/4. I think it looks kind of even. So if we cut it there, so we have this left. We have this left too. So we're going to take off this little edge here, which is the bottom of the envelope. Just going to remove it. So you have a pass-through. But if it's too long for your journal, let's say we want to make it this size. See, it's too long. We're just going to cut it off. I'm going to measure it. And we're going to cut it off at the bottom. Oops, let's put this back down there. And glue it back together at the bottom after we put our papers in. Because what I want to do first is the insides. Oops, he just fell. So now we have this window here, like this. So I'm going to make sure this little edge is glued. So nothing, when we slide something in, it won't hinder it. So make sure this is all glued up good. There we go. Now we need some paper on the inside. So let's say we want See, like that, I just put a piece of paper in there. Scrap piece of paper. So I'm just going to get a scrap piece of paper. Whoops. I just keep dropping stuff all over everywhere. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Let's use... Hold on, I got some right here. Oh, I hate that. That's not long enough. Nope. Let's use a piece of that. Okay. I keep throwing stuff around, you guys. So, what we're going to do is we are going to cut this. So, is it windy where everybody else is? It's like crazy windy. This is the craziest weather I have ever seen. It's like 70 today and it'll be 30 tomorrow. It's just crazy weather. So I want it to cover, really I want it to cover the whole thing. But maybe we'll add a piece at the bottom. Okay. Where's my mark? Right there. Right there's my mark. Okay. Cut another one. Same thickness. Because we might need another piece. Just get you a piece of scrap. It doesn't matter. Because you're not going to see most of it anyway. Right. There. So there's our insides. So let's go ahead and glue this down. Our way up. Yes. Try to get it out to the edges. And then line it up. A little bit of space on the sides. Lay it down, and then you'll want another little piece. Doesn't have to be perfect. Move it up there. There we go. Now we got the insides covered. So while we still have it open, trim it up here. And we're going to take our little thing here, our inker. Ink it up while we can. Okay. Then we are going to glue the bottom just along the very edge. So then you're gonna glue it down. There's your insides. Isn't that pretty? I love it. This would be good for wallpaper. Okay, so then you got your insides glued. Well, it didn't glue very well. Hold on. Let's glue it again. There we go. Smoothed it out. Okay, so there's your insides. Now we just need to cover the outsides. And what I'm going to use is some napkin because it's just easier. Napkin is so much easier to use because you don't really, if you use a pattern, you don't really need to match it up. Ooh, that's pretty. Should we use that? Or something? Nah, I don't like that one. Hold on, I'll find something. No, not that. Oh my goodness, I love this. But not with this. I love this. We might have to use that on something. How's about get some yellow and green? I think this green here on this stuff will work. I don't see anything else I want to use in here. These are scraps I got out. I'm not going to use. A new napkin. I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to use up some scraps. That'd be pretty. I think we're going to use that because I like it. So we're going to use that one. And not these. Hold on. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're just going to use our glue stick. This Tombow. Oh, I better, that one's not even opened. Tombow mono glue stick, because it's really good. So I want to move these out of the way, because we're going to do something with those in a minute. You guys are going to love it. Okay, so we don't want to get any on the window. So what I'm going to do is go around the window. Make sure I get the edges. And then we're just going to do the whole thing. Make sure you get enough glue on there. And then you're just going to lay this down like this. And then you're just going to smooth it out over your envelope. And it doesn't matter if you get a few wrinkles in it. It really doesn't. So then you're going to cut around it. You might have to go back around and glue some of the little edges. I'm just taking a barely sliver off of this envelope. Okay, that side. Now we don't want to cut into the envelope on the bottom or the top. We just want to cut the napkin. Now, okay. Now don't throw that rest of that napkin out. So now you have your napkin covered. And we're going to go back and fix corners and such. Make sure everything's down. I don't see anything coming up. Okay. All you do is rub your fingers across it. All right, so it looks like it's all down. Now we are going to take our little paintbrush, spray a little bit of water on here. That's all we need, is just a little tiny bit. And we're going to wet around the window. As you can see right through. And once you get it wet around the window, you're just going to go pull that off. And then you're just going to take something. This is oops. Then you can just go back around it and pull off excess. There you go. And then if you want to, if you got some little, get that water out of there, take your little ink thing here, see where the edges are. Then you want to make sure you glue oops. Okay, so then I see a couple spots here that are loose. So we're going to go back in here, put some glue down, rub them down. And then you could do the same on your window. Just make sure you glue them. It should stay down. There. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Now you have a beautiful belly band. Oh, forget it. Use your glue. Get it to stay down. There we go. Just mess around with it for a little bit. That's all there is to it. It's the new one. Okay, so you have this belly band then. If you wanted to, you could add something down here, you know, words, whatever. But then you have another belly band. So there you go. So when you put it down on your page, you're going to just glue the top and the bottom. You're going to slide under there, and then you'll have a place to slide something else. Okay, so there's that one. Now, we are going to take a couple, put this glue up. I'll show you this one. This one's an easy one. This one is these. If you have a piece of cardstock or whatever kind of paper you want to use, just make it the size of your page. Cut it an inch or so. This is an inch. Okay, you're going to cut it the size of your paper that you're going to use it on. Okay, so let's say we're going to use it on there. You're going to cut it the size of your paper plus an inch. Okay, so what you'll do, and then you're going to come in an inch, measure in an inch, and you're going to score it at an inch, and then that'll be your flap that comes down. Now see, I can take this if I wanted to, because it's too long for my page, and I can score it where this is going to go. Or I could cut it off, because this was a pre-made one. But I don't want that, so I'm just going to cut it off. So what you could do is then you punch your 2 holes, your 4 holes. You just fold it over, punch your holes through both pieces so you could get a ribbon in there. And then you're going to add paper sheets. Let's see, what do I want to use? Sheets that you can write on. Let's do that. Let's get a couple blank pages. Hold on. Let's get a yellow. Oh, we got teal. A yellow. Teal. Hold on, I'm trying to get my papers. Get 10 of the same thing. And let's do this color back here. Okay, let's say we got these 3 sheets. So we're going to take these 3. I'm going to measure the width of this, which is a total of 3.5. So we want 3 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8, 3 5/8. So we want to get our paper up here, or gutter up here. Take our 3 sheets, 3 5/8 is right there. Yep. So let's do another one. 3 5/8. We got scraps. So then we got those. I'll show you how it works. You're going to cut these. To the length. stitches there. So we're just going to get our little guillotine up here. Just making a belly band pad. Get our papers lined up. Get them off. So we have all of these. Let's see which one we want first. We want this one. No, not the tail. Do you want that color or the yellow first? I think we want the yellow first. So what we're going to do is we're going to put them in there where we want them. Where they're going to sit in there. And then we're going to take our hole punch. Okay, and then we're just going to punch where those holes are already. Ouch, pinched my finger. Ouch, that hurt. And then we are going to take a string or a ribbon or whatever we want to use. Let's just use a piece of string. And let's use some ribbon. Let's use this white. Let's just use this white. Nope, I'm not using a ribbon. I don't like it. I don't like the white. Don't like the white. Oops, 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 oops. We're going to thread it through here. Thread it through the other side. Straighten it out. Going to tie a little bow. If you use string, you could just tie a little knot. Come on, turn around here. And then you have your you can put this in a pocket. You don't have to use it as a belly band, but I think they look cute as belly bands because to show you, put it in here and you glue the top and the bottom. You can slide something underneath, but then they have all this little paper pad to write on. So I'd probably change that out to a rope, a piece of twine. That's what I'd do. So there's that. And then, okay, so we did that one. Just going to tie it in a knot. That looks cute like that. Okay, so then we're going to do, just get rid of this crap out of my way. Then we're going to do one of these. So you're going to take a piece of paper, and then you're going to let's see. Oh, we need the length of the paper we're going to use it on. So let's say we're going to use it on here. So it's actually the length you need, but you need to fold it up. So let's say we want 2.5 inch or 2 inch. Do you want 2.5 or 2? 2.5. Let's do 2.25. So we're going to get our big scoreboard out. And then we're going to score it. So I find my scoring thing at 2 inches. Every 2 inches. Let's get it lined up in there. So 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Okay. You're going to score it every 2 inches. And you're going to take that, fold it over. Just keep like accordion folding it. And I think you're going, I don't think you're going to need that, but we might leave it on there. Let's see. I don't think we're going to need that. So we're going to cut off that extra piece there. Let's just do it by hand because I don't feel like getting my cutter out. So you're going to score it every 2 inches. And then you're going to take whatever you fancy to make your piece that makes it come together. I'll show you. So you got this. It's crooked as crap, but that's okay. You can see it. Make sure you burnish it down so it's thin. This is going to be your front. Okay, so you're going to take one of these papers. So we'll use this. Use this here. So we want 2.25 inch piece is 2. Do I want that or do I want this? No, I don't want that. How about this? Or I think we'll just do the letters. So we want 2, this is 2 inches. So we want 2 1/4. Because if we do 2 1/4, we'll be out to here, 1/8 on each side. So let's do 2 1/4. Cut whatever paper you're going to use. You know, you pick out your paper you're going to use. You want 2 1/4. And I want another one. So you have these pieces here. So I want this. This. Do I want that like that, or do I want with the letters up? Let's see which piece I want to use. I think we're going to use this piece here. So we are going to take and we are going to measure down. Let's go down 3 inches. So then we wanted to add another inch. So 4-inch strips. I want to start here. So 1 inch goes behind. And then I want to do a 4-inch. So I'm going to cut it at 4 inches. So there's our first one. When it goes on here, it'll go on here like this. Okay. Then we want another one, and I want it to come up. So I want to cut this off. And then I want 4 inches this way. But you can make it so it goes all the way up or shorter, or I'll just show you what I mean when I get ready to do this. Okay, so we're going to cut this at 4. So now we got 2 4-inch pieces that we want to use. So then I want to score them. I want to score 1 inch here. So this is the bottom piece. Okay, and then I want to score 1 inch here. And this is the top piece. Okay, and then I want to get off of there. Get my, where's my tag punch? Do I have a decorative top? Oh. No, that ain't what I want. That ain't what I want. Hold on, I'm looking. Why did I just stick that in there that far? I have to see something. You see how this edge there? I don't think I can. That would bring it down. No, let's use our thing. We have this fancy thing. Angle. Hold on. Here we go. So I use this fancy scalloped edge. Put that in there. There. So we have that. We're going to take our see how it scalloped the edges, the corners. You can use any type you want. So what I want to do is the insides to do this edge. You might see it. So what's going to happen here is I don't know if I want to put eyelets in it, you know, an eyelet there and an eyelet there, and then run your string, or if I want to use the kind that you wrap around. I don't like the string because you have to take the string out to open the paper. But if I do it with the string that goes around, you know what I mean? Let's get a piece of so what I'm going to do is this is going to glue, just this back sheet is going to glue on there like that. Same way with this one. It's going to glue on there like that. You're going to string it together, and then when you're done, you're going to open it up. We'll go like that or like that. You'll be able to write on it. Okay? But I need black, piece of black cardstock. That black? Ooh, it is. in it. That is for sure. I know. And it looks kind of. So I need to punch. One inch. We are going to do 2 more because what we're going to do is, oops, put the wrong thing up there. We're going to glue 2 together because we want them nice and sturdy. These are 1-inch circles. And we're going to take 2 more and glue them together. So there's our front ones, and then these will cover up the brad in the back. So then we need 2 brads. Let me get my jar of brads. After I walk all over everything. It's an obstacle course in here, you guys. Oh, look, there's some black ones. Do we want to use black or do we want to use cream? I don't think we want to use black. I think we want to use this cream color here. Right here. Isn't that pretty? I need one more. Where are you? Where'd you go? Okay, right there's one. There we go. So, what we're going to do is we are going to punch a hole, a small hole, in there. Punch a hole in the center of this. Boy, that is just so windy out there. We need a hole up further. See, so we should have went way up further. So we're going to go there. We're going to put our brad in there, which is so pretty up against that. Then we take this and we cover up the brad. Okay, there's that one. So then we got to go way up here, folks. We got to cut a hole in the middle of this one. it up. That way. Now we need to do that. Say take this. Yeah. This is the top. So we're going to put glue on the inside flap of this. And this is going to be glued down to there. Make sure you center it up. See, that'll come down over there. This one. Make sure you center it up. Glue it down. And then you go over. Hold on, I'll be right back. I gotta go over here and get some string. And we're going to use let's use a piece of this. I need to get some more black linen thread. Or I could probably just make my own. So, when you put it down in your book, you're going to take this. You're just going to wrap it around. So then you're just going to go like this. And then when you put it in your book, you're going to glue the top and bottom down. Up here, you'll be able to slide something underneath it. And then when you, so you can make these shorter, longer, whatever you want. But once they're glued down, then you can open this up and bring this piece of paper out. Oh, it's glued. I'll put some glue on it. There it goes. Bring this piece of paper out, right on it, and then you can write on this side. So there's that. You could do anything you want. Which I think is pretty cool. Now see, the first one I did, I just put a grommet in, or a, what they call an eyelet in, and just did a string and tied it in the middle. But this one I did with the little twist tie. If you use a grommet and a string, see, so it's just a piece of paper with some, you could do any fancy edges you want. You know, you can make them come down so they meet each other. Make them, you know, you can make them shorter. So that's that one. So we got another hour yet. Wow. Okay. I wanted to see what we could do with this vellum envelope. So I was thinking, this is a long policy one. It's vellum. I think it would be gorgeous. Gorgeous. Hold on, let me get this stuff out of the way here. Set these over here for a minute. Behind me. And right there. So I'm thinking maybe if, I might use it in here, if we could get a belly band out of this. Let's seal it up. But I don't want it sealed with the, no, let's cut it off. Here's how I want to do it. This is vellum policy envelope. See, I want it on this page because I could still see through. It's so pretty. So pretty. Let's see where I want to cut it. Let's say I want to cut it here and here. Okay, let's cut it off. I have more of these, so I'm not worried about it. Just want to see what I can make. I just want to see what I can make. Okay, so I'm going to cut it off there. So that cuts the flap and the top off. So then we're going to go ahead and trim off the bottom. Just trim it off so it's open. No, leave it closed. Leave it closed. Don't trim it. What I want to do is see how wide I want this. Do I want it that wide? You could just do that. Oh, that would be so cool. Look, you guys. And then you would glue the top and the bottom, have an opening here, and you could stick your picture cardstock or whatever in there, and you'd be able to see it. That would be pretty. Oh yeah, I like that. And then you'd still be able to stick stuff behind here because you just glue the top and the bottom. I like it. Let's put a notch in here so we know it's a pocket. At the top. Oh, I love it. I like that idea. So just make you, if you don't have policy envelopes that are vellum, that are see-through, you can make your own. Is that not cool? I love it. Let's see if I got something in here, over here, that will fit in there. Hold on just a second. I got tons of stuff over here. Got some stuff other people made me. That might work. I don't think I have anything that skinny already made up. Oh, that's cute. This is stuff other people. Ooh. Ooh. Look. Look, you guys. It's a time card I put. See? Look. And you put it in there. Put a tab on the top so it sticks out. Oh my goodness, that is so pretty. Yep, that's what we're going to use in there. Now we need a tab to put on the top. That is so cool. I love it. Have some tabs in here. I do, don't I? Yes, I do. Purple. Got a green one. I need a green one. Oh, there's some more. Ah, there's a green one. This green. Dark purple. Teal. Okay. Let's see which color we like better. Green, dark purple, or teal. I think I like, what do you guys like? This, or this? I think I like the green. Or maybe the teal. I need a purple. There's a purple. Or maybe this purple. No, I don't like that purple. I'm so picky. I'm so picky. I'm so picky. What is that? Oh, it slides. Ugh. What the crap are you? Okay, we're just going to pick one. We're just going to do the green. Yeah, we're just going to do the green. Because I can't decide. Okay, so let's put these back in here. I love it, love it, love it. I have stuff pre-made. So, well, we made 3 different kinds now. I love this idea. Love it, love it, love it. Of the vellum policy envelope. Cut the top off. Let's glue this on here. Good enough. And then I love this. It's so pretty. And then you can write on the back, and it'll use it as a belly band. This will slide down inside it. It's right here. That will stick up. A time card fits perfect in there, you guys. Is so awesome. Look, and then we just glue at the top and the bottom, and you have your belly band and your little tab sticks up. That's our belly band from our paint strips. I love that one. I love it, love it, love it. Because you could see through it. Okay, and then we're going to do an envelope one. This one is 2 envelopes. Just the bottoms. And then I put some stuff on them. But I'm thinking maybe we should do, I got these gray envelopes here. But I'm thinking maybe we should do like this. I don't know. Let me see. Let's go ahead and close these up. I'm trying to figure out something new here. Belly bands, you could just take a strip of paper. I'll show you in a minute. But these I want to close up. Okay, we're going to take 2, close them up. Now, I was wanting to let me see. Take my envelopes. Just open, slice off the ends so they're open. Do it on both sides. Maybe. Let me see. Thinking. My light keeps flickering. I wonder if I'm going to lose power. If I lose power, you guys, I will be done for the day. How do I want to do this? I'm going to do 2.5. 2.5 inches. And we're going to leave that. Then we're going to two and a half inches. Okay, there's those two. And we have one that way. Those are both the same way. This would be there. This would be there. Ah, I see. You could go like this. Ooh, that's an idea. I'm wondering. What do you think about it? Let's say our page is here. So we don't need this much. We only need this much. So what we're going to do, I'll cut these off. Both of them. Okay. There's the right. So we're going to glue the ends back up. A little bit of glue. Okay, now we are going to cover them. The fronts. So we want to cover the fronts with that's so ugly. Ooh, that's pretty. Like that. Like that too. Let's do that. No. Let's see. Do we need? Two and a half inches. 2.5 inches. So let's cut to do strips. Two and a half. So you're going to glue those down to those. I think we're going to use our other glue because it's more forgiving. It's more forgiving. And I need to be forgiven. Get off of there. There we go. Come on. Okay, hold on. Haven't used it in a while. Where did I put the pokey tool? There it is. Hear that wind? Can you guys hear that? That is ridiculous. The reason I'm doing this is because it doesn't dry so fast. Yes. I can get the paper on there easier and be able to move it around. I'll be able to move it around. Ooh, we should do one of the... I have several ideas. Let's see. There. There's that. Now let's do this one. Stick it back in the thing. I have a 60-year-old tree outside my window here. It is a massive tree. There's been several trees down here in the last week with this stupid wind. So there, we got that. We got both of those done. Here I was afraid I was using my good scissors. I was afraid I was using my good scissors. My favorite scissors. I know up north is getting blizzard. We're supposed to get severe storms tonight. I thought that's what we were. What we're going to do. Okay, now make sure these all glued down good. Okay, so we have this one. And we have this one. Really doesn't matter. So if we go like this, let's say we go half and half. Let me see something. That's the middle. Mm-hmm. And the middle on that one. So if we take this, let's mark it. So 1 1/4. 1 1/4. So we are going to take our glue here. And we're just going to put some glue here. And here. And then this is going to line up there. So those are like that. And then when you put it in your book, you're going to glue the top and the bottom like that. Okay. Then you're going to have a belly band like this underneath there. Plus you're going to have something you can stick in here. Plus you're going to be able to stick little things such as stuff like that. You know. stuff like that in those little pockets. So there's another one you could do. That's just 2 envelopes, 2 ends of envelopes. So there's another one. I would put some lace or something really pretty down, you know. Right. So then you can take, what do we got left here? You can do one like that, where they're all the same way. Or let's see, we got these 2 left. This is the other parts of the envelope that we cut off. That one's not opened. You can get it opened. So you could take these and do the same thing if you wanted to, but we're not going to. So I'm going to take a piece of this and I'm going to cut. It's the other side is so ugly I would never use it. I'll fill. I think my favorite so far is the vellum policy and this. This is Bo Bunny. And I think I want 2.5 inches or 2. 2. Let's do 2. 2 1/4. Let's do 2 1/4. Straight. It must have been a bigger sheet. Let's cut this edge straight. Oh, my light bulb. Let's do 2 1/4. Now, do 2 1/4 out of that. And we need to do it there and there. You can cut decorative edges on each side of this with your punches. You know, you can add lace down the center. Let's do another one. Let's cut another one. Let's just use this up while we're messing around. I'll just show you some stuff you can do. And I'll leave these long because I don't know what size book I'm going to use if I use them in another one. So these are 2 1/4. These are scraps. So we're going to leave those long. This is cardstock, but this is the one. Say we want to use this in one of them. Okay, let's get a decorative edge punch. So, Oh, not that one. Ouch. Let's say we want to use I'm going to use this one because I don't think I've ever used it. I don't know if I have or not. Let's say you want to use this as a belly band. But let's see what it does. Let's see what it does first. Aha. Let's see what it does, you guys. Cuts off that edge. So I'd have to make this wider. So I don't want to use that one. But look, you got all kinds of little stars you can keep as confetti. Shakers. Okay, I don't want to use that one. Okay, let's try. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. Let's see what it does on this. Oh, that's cool too. Oh my goodness. Let's just go down one. Let's just do it. Okay. Stop. Just move it up to the next to meet there. This is so cool. I love it. So you can make your own belly bands. Okay, so then we would cut this off here. Here. This is so cool. And then we have a ton of stuff down here that we get rid of. Now let's do the other side. Hopefully, oh, it doesn't line up. Needs to go that way a little. So we can sacrifice this end to make them meet up. Let's see. We want this one to meet up there. So we're going to sacrifice this end. still need to go a little bit. Trying to line them up. Dang it. Keep moving it. There we go. We're getting closer. We're getting there. So let's just line this up. Wow. Motorcycles. So cool. Look, you guys. That is so cool. Look, now you have a belly band. And we could cut it off right there. And then we can cut it off right there. Right there. I love it. It's not perfect, but you can do your own belly bands. There's belly band. Use your punches. Then you can take, get these off of here, hold on. Okay, that out of the way. Then you could take one of these. Let's say we want to use this one. We're going to, this is going to be our one we're going to use. Now you could take a cluster and put it right in the middle. Make a cluster in the middle. But I like the idea of taking, let me see if I can find something that will work. I don't think those will work. I think they're too little. Hold on. So you could take the Tim Holtz strips, add some of them in there. You can take, let's show you what I want to do though. It's not what I want to do. I want to take, let's see what I got here. No, I don't want to use those. I'll find something. Oh, stickers. My goodness. I think something like this. Oh, those are so pretty. I'm just think I use that or that or that. I think I want to take see what I got here. Long ways, long ways. That would be perfect. Hold on. And okay, how do we want to do this? Okay, so we only have 4 of these. We could go 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. But we could go 1. Let's see. Haha. Here's what I want to do. I want to do that, or do I want to do something like this? No. No, 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 no. We'll use the bugs. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to go around the edges. This is my belly band. Get some ink on here. What time is it? We got 10 minutes. So this will be the last one. So we're going to take this there, this there. all we're going to do is we're going to put some glue on the sides. So kids are outside playing it. I think it's spring break this week. Then we're going to do the bottom one. Oh, excuse me, you guys. We're going to try to distance it the same. Try is the operative word, which is so pretty. Then we're going to center this one up. Get the hair out of there first. I smell dinner. Oh, ew. I forgot to do the bottoms. Anyway, I will do that so you can stick stuff inside there. And we're going to glue the bottoms yet because we don't want them going all the way through, because these are going to be little pockets like this. And this is your belly band. So then you can take stuff like this and have, that's too big, little pockets. And then you have your belly band. So there's that one. Of course, I think they're a little crooked, but who cares? So I'm not going to make any more right now because this, I love these tickets. Look how pretty these would be on there. Gotta show you. They're all horizontal. Look how pretty those would be going. Pretty up and down. You could take a film strip and make a wouldn't that be pretty? Ooh, let's do this. You can stick your little tickets in there. Yep. Pretty. Okay, you guys, I am done for the day. We did. Let's move this stuff out of the way. I don't need that. Don't need that. We did ones, just a regular belly band, and those are little pockets. We did the decorative edge. We did the two bottom envelopes. So you got a pocket there, and then you got to slide through there, and then when you glue down the top and the bottom, you have to slide in the back. This has got to be my favorite. It's a vellum policy envelope. Got the top off. You can glue it down there, and then put your time card. Fits in there perfect. So you can see through the vellum what's on your time card. Then you have a tuck there. Then we did this one where you could do all kinds of ideas with this one. You can just go crazy with this one. Top and bottom glue down. And this is your write on this page. And do it. And then you can write on there. So there's your paper. All you do is just glue the top and bottom. Then you have an extra writing space. You don't have to use, you can use, you don't have to use this tie off here. You can use grommets, or what do they call them? Eyelets. And put a string in there. Hi, Sierra. I'm getting off here right now. And then we did this one, which you can take a piece, cut it the length, take a piece of cardstock, cut it the length, add an inch, score it, fold it over. You glue the top and the bottom, and then you have an extra little pad of paper. That's your belly band. You can decorate it any way you want. Use string, whatever. Punch your holes, string it up, glue it on your page. And then this is made from a one window envelope. Just use the strip, cut it to the size you need. We cut it off down here and glued it back together. But before that, we covered the inside. Then we just use napkin on the outside. And you have your window. You glue there. And you have a tuck there, or slide through there, and a slide through there. So we did what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 different kinds. And then just with the regular ones, you could just add clusters. You could add stuff. Lace, you know what you could do. You could just use regular stuff. But if you want to get, crazy, you could do stuff like this. You can add lace on here, trim. You can make this bigger, wider if you want. Yeah, you can do all kinds of stuff. I think this one and this one are my favorites. Love the vellum. Love that. Looks so pretty. It looked pretty in this one, wouldn't it? This journal. Look at that. The colors match perfect. That's just a time card. And then you could take it, glue it down on your page. The top and bottom have a slide through, and then you'd have your thing you could pull out. So pretty. Okay, you guys, I'm heading out. I'm hungry. I smell dinner's cooking. I think we're having fish tonight. So I will see you Wednesday at 2 Eastern Standard Time, and we are doing, I'm not sure what we're doing. Let me look. Tabs. Assorted tabs. I'll give you a preview. These. We're going to make our own page tabs. Like this. So that's Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Okay? So we'll do some of those. Okay, I will see you all Wednesday, if not before. Thank you for stopping by, and don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. Share it out, leave me a comment, whatever. Thank you for coming, Sierra. Thanks for saying hi. See you Wednesday.